billion in refunds for about 1 million taxpayers who did not file a 2013 federal income tax return. Joining me is CPA Jim Denton from Arledge Associates in Edmonton. So nice of you to join us. Hard to believe that there'd be $1 billion in tax refunds that weren't claimed.
Linda, that is a huge number.
It is huge.
And those accounts belong to folks that had either had a job and had some withholding, or maybe had an oil well, had some withholding, and they haven't been resolved yet. The IRS will not move on those accounts until they get a return from you. Legally, they can't.
So they don't just automatically issue a refund, even though they know who the money belongs to, until you issue your tax return.
You've got to sign that signature line on your tax return before they'll do that.
What happens to people who weren't required to file a tax return?
Well,
same thing?
Same thing. Any withholding goes into a suspense account with the IRS, and so it's money sitting in suspense right now. And by April 15th, the 2013 tax returns go under statute, and that money goes all into the coffers of the U.S. government.
So you can't get it back even in 2014, 2015, so you've only got 3 years to claim it.
3 years to claim it.
Okay, so the money's still available for 2013, or I guess the IRS wouldn't be holding on to it.
Right. The money is still out there, and all you need to do is file a tax return, make sure you got the right amounts and those kind of things on it, and away you go.
Is there any money that taxpayers could be entitled to other than this tax refund?
Well, you think about it, you got the earned income credit that a lot of people get, and there's a potential for about a $5,800 earned income credit that a larger family could pick up. And that's a refundable credit. You don't have to have anything paid in to get that credit, or any tax to get that credit.
So are there any groups of people who really don't need to file a tax return every year, even though they may not owe anything? Or do you just say that everyone probably should?
You probably should file to draw a line in the sand, because what you're doing is you're creating the statute at that point that the IRS will abide by.
Okay. So if they've got $1 billion, what would be the average refund that you could get if you started going after this 2013 pot of gold?
Well, there's 1 million people who are owed, or have to deal with this, and so 1 million people, into $1 billion is 1,000. So it's $1,000, but they say the median amount is $763 nationwide.
Okay.
And Oklahoma, it's $773.
Oh my gosh. So that's pretty good.
There's some money out there for about 18,000 Oklahomans.
Well, we hope we make somebody happy. Thank you for coming today.
You betcha.
Appreciate you. You know, when you're choosing food from the